let's talk. Let's get real. Let's talk some mental health. I haven't talked about it in a little bit, so basically, I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna sit and I'm just gonna talk and I'm just gonna share my experiences and stuff like that and whatever. It's just so you can get to know me too, you know. So, um, mental health runs in my family. I have bipolar myself, and there's someone in my family who does as well. Someone very close to me. Um, it's kind of an ongoing thing in our family. Um, I knew I was always kind of at risk for maybe having bipolar, um, but I never realized what that meant until it actually happened. Um, my first episode, I was in college, and I I remember I had done some drugs, and for the next 2 weeks, I was depressed, and people were noticing. And, and it kind of went from there. And I was being treated for depression, but because someone was close to me in my family had bipolar, um, they treated me with lithium and treated it just in case my mood went up with those antidepressants. And they, sure enough, over time, I had symptoms of my bipolar. Um, I had, I've never really just had mania. I've never really experienced mania for like a long period of time. I get hypomanic for a day or two once in a while, but my manic part of my bipolar presents in mixed mood, and mixed mood is where I spend my most time. Um, and I'm just unique that way, I guess. I don't know, but I just learned how to deal with it. Um, you know, I would say for being unwell and having episodes, I'm more likely to be in mixed mood than anything else, even depression or anything. So, but it's a terrible feeling. But anyways, um, yeah. So that's kind of how my journey started, and I do remember. I remember feeling different right away and trying to like find people in college and stuff who I understood me. I was always trying to get people who understand what I had been through that summer being in the hospital and stuff. And I never really found it. To be honest with you, I was always searching and always searching to find someone who understood exactly what I had been through. And I'm starting now in my life to find people like that, um, and to have an open up mind enough to think that, my journey can, I can identify to other people with my journey. So I don't feel as alone. It kind of helps with that, give a little bit of hope. But I'm actually drinking tea right now. But, um, sisters. And yeah, so basically it went from there. My life never went back to like a normal life. Like, I don't believe it went back to normal. Like, I went back to school, but even when I went back to school, like, I was partying a lot. And like, it wasn't even life. It wasn't me. I was a completely different person. Completely different person. And my journey kind of just went from there. Um, what else should I tell you? um, it's kind of how it started when I was in college. And then it kind of led to other kind of mental illnesses and stuff like that. So, um, it's hard. It's really hard. It's, I would say just as much as spending life happy, I spent, out of the last 10 years, life in a really difficult state, really suicidal. I've officially decided that, in my life and where I'm at, that I am on the line of death and life, and every choice I make needs to be made for self-love and for joy, so I can get farther and farther to life, you know? Because that's the way I look at it. So, anyways, I do have OCD, and borderline personality disorder, some PTSD. The PTSD is new, so I'm still learning all about that. I'm going to be doing therapy for that, but it's really hard. I always felt different than other people, and I always felt like I could never fit in. Especially in groups. Groups were bad. Like, I just never felt like I fit in. I've lost a lot of friendships, you know, rather it be my fault, their fault, or whatever. It doesn't matter. I've lost a lot of friendships and stuff like that. But as for relationships, before Steve, I was with two people, and I just think they just did not have the capacity or maturity to deal with some of the issues that were coming up, and it's not their fault. And it's a lot to handle, you know. And I am so blessed today to have such a wonderful partner who, yeah, he wants to walk away some days. I want to walk away, but we're still sticking through it, and that's what matters in the end. And I've learned unconditional love with him and what that means about. So that's been pretty amazing. I don't. As for my mental health today, I don't experience bipolar like I used to. I experience a few days at a time, kind of not even official episodes. And my medications are working. I did do ECT back in the day. My OCD is the same. I'll have a few days where like I can feel it's active in my head and it's, you know, doing its thing, but I just like kind of go through it, and medications are working for that. Keep in mind, medications are working, but I'm also working my ass off too. So, you know, right now in my life, it's the borderline that's an issue, and the PTSD, and it's an ongoing struggle, but it's getting better. I get these rough patches, but the good patches are getting better. And every time I get through a bad patch, I am aware of something completely new that is going to help me move forward. And there is so much positive in it, such a negative thing. But it's just, you know, at the time I can't see it and I'm suffering and whatever. But, like, you know, I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for the people in my life today, I don't know where I'd be. Like, I just don't know where I'd be. I've worked really hard to build a support system this last year or two that was suited for me and just for me. I've worked really hard with my dependency issues, trying to get away from depending so much. I now go around the city myself. I, you know, do things myself. You know, I don't have to do everything with my partner. I don't have to call my parents for everything. I've worked really, really hard though. That's the reality of it. I mean, you want to stay close to stable life as you're gonna get. You know, you have to work your ass off, and I'm not there. I'm still working hard on things. I'm constantly trying to work on things. There's just so much to work on. It's just crazy, and I get overwhelmed and think I can solve it all in one day, and then all of a sudden I'm not doing well again. So I gotta take it just one day at a time. So I just want to let you guys know that on this channel you can feel safe to talk about your mental health issues on the comments, or whatever it is, you know. I want this to be a safe place for people, and you know, I'm here, no judgment, um, and I hope my videos help. I'm looking to maybe doing a variety of videos, maybe just not mental health. Um, so maybe, yeah, subscribe, see if it's for you, and you know, I got so much to say. I feel like I got so much to say. I just don't even know words coming out. Like I don't know what to say. I got so much to say. But if it wasn't for the people around me and the support that I have with Pacific people, I don't know what I'd do. I just don't. Like, you know? Like I believe in God and I believe God works through those people. And it's part of my understanding of God, which I'll probably do a video on that. Just my own personal understanding of my spirituality and stuff, because my spirituality is what's really picking up things for me and kind of, you know, I'm not saying religion or anything, just some spiritual aspect to things, even if it's just gratitude or whatever, you know? So, yeah, with that, I will let you go. It's kind of getting long for me just rambling, but I'm here, and you know, I'm ready to fight some more, so come join my team if you want to. Okay? Bye.